Hello and welcome to Minis for Pennies, the show for cheapskates who love to play games but hate to waste dollars. I am your cheapskate host, Poor Andy, the Dungeon Miser, and this episode is dedicated to wargamers. I like to talk about how expensive RPG miniatures are, but really they have nothing on the cost of wargames. Miniature armies can easily run from hundreds to thousands of dollars. And even worse, the companies that make the miniatures can change the rules on you and make half your expensive army unplayable in the new edition. If you love to play war games, I want to show you the miser way to play so you can have all the fun without busting your bank. Plus, you can still use these miniatures for role-playing games so you're not wasting your time when you make them. For a benchmark, I decided to use the Age of Sigmar Start Collecting Skeleton Horde box. It is a set that has a necromancer riding an undead beastie, a set of 10 skeleton warriors, and a set of 5 mounted black knights. So the price for those 16 models ranges from between $75 to $90. Instead of paying that, I'm going to make a whole skeleton army that will come in for less than $20, terrain included. The easy part is finding rules that are miniature agnostic and free to play. There are plenty of free rules out there to play, and they are super fun, and I can personally recommend 3 different fantasy rule sets that are fun, easy, and free. I put a link to these in the description below. My favorite for mid-size battles is the War Engine system that was used for the Shock Force 2 game. You can buy a PDF for the Shock Force game, or you can download the free War Engine PDF that has all of the fluff filtered out. I love this system for the combat rules and the ability to build your army from any miniatures using a universal point system. It was originally designed for science fiction gaming, but it works just as well for fantasy because it's so flexible. I'm going to design my army for that rule set, but if you like some other rule set, feel free to adjust it to match your favorite. Keep in mind you can use 25 to 35 millimeter miniatures, but you're going to spend way more money if you use those. You want to ditch the 25 to 30, and you will find much better deals if you go small down to the 20 to 15 millimeter, or if you go big, like up to the 54 millimeter. You can easily get 30 or more 20 millimeter miniatures or 20 to 30 54 millimeter miniatures for the price of 2 to 3 30 millimeter ones, and they are perfect for war games. I'm going with 54 millimeters this episode, and I'm making the absolute cheapest army I could make by using undead miniatures to do it. This bag of 54 millimeter skeletons comes with 20 miniatures, so I'm off to a good start for a War Engine sized army. If you want a bigger army, just buy another bag. This bag comes with a lot of warriors carrying axes, flails, and scimitars, so I'm going to make those miniatures into 2 units of 5 melee troops each. Although each type of warrior comes in just one pose, they are so easy to customize. The arms and the skulls snip right off and can be reposed or swapped with a bit of E6000. I also like to borrow skulls and shields from my favorite rubbery skeletons, but if you don't have those, those are totally optional. But I really just love the skulls on the rubbery ones. So once you have all the models picked out, all you have to do is snip off the army man bases and you're done. The bag also comes with a few archers, so I'm going to do a unit of 6. Once again, just one pose for each archer, but also very easy to snip off the arms and the skulls and repose to get a nice custom unit. units of ordinary troops need a leader. So these skeletons carrying a claymore and a shield make perfect unit leaders with just a little bit of reposing. Now everything is ready for bases, and I use 33mm bases, a little Mod Podge, and prime and paint. So first up here are the 2 melee squads and their leaders. These were painted up with a simple dusty tan dry brush with bronze metallic craft paints, making them very economical to paint. Price on these 2 squads is 25 pennies for the miniatures, a penny for the bases, a penny for art supplies, so 27 pennies each, or $3.24 for 12 miniatures. Next up is the archers. Exact same price as the melee squad, so 27 pennies each, or $1.89 for a unit of 7. So altogether, the 19 basic grunts for this Undead Army cost just $5.13, so we are off to a ripping start. And now that I have my cannon fodder, next week I'm going to show you some super cheap elite troops, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see that. And if you want to support my work or want to say thanks for the inspiration, you can always buy me a coffee at the link below like these good folks. Thank you so much once again for tuning in to Minis for Pennies. My name is Poor Andy. I am the Dungeon Miser, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.